Hello, it's me again. It's January 2nd, 2025, so Happy New Year to everybody. It's the first day back at work after the new year, so I'm currently sitting in the parking lot before work. Can't go in because I don't have my access card yet, so still waiting on them to give me that, but usually get here around this time anyway, so got a little extra time, so I thought I'd do a update video, kind of letting everybody know where I'm at and what's happened since my last video. I think I did my last update in September. At that time I want to say 292. Right now I'm 293, so I've pretty much maintained my weight for that whole period between then. That was actually my goal. As I was heading into the holiday season. October is kind of is my birthday month, and then you have Halloween and Thanksgiving and and then Christmas, New Year's, and all that stuff. And we have birthdays, families with birthdays during October and November. So it's a busy time. A lot of people eating out. So I want to make sure that I'm I thought it would be a difficult time to try to lose weight, so my goal was just to maintain, so I've done that. And now that it's the beginning of the new year, I want to get back into the diet that I know works, and the goal is to try to get to as close to 220 as possible. I did, on or about my birthday, I think it was around the 29th of October, I did a DEXA scan, and I'll in the community section I'll try to share what those results look like, but pretty good on the muscle side. I think I was in the 97th percentile for muscle for my age and height and everything. So the doctor actually said that he would recommend that I lose some muscle, but that's not really what I'm trying to do. But ultimately, he said to get into a comfortable range would be to lose 60 pounds. So at 292, that would put me at a roughly 232. So somewhere between 220 and 232 is where I'll ultimately land at. But as I get closer to it, when I get down to probably that 232 range, I plan to do another DEXA scan and see kind of what my body composition looks like again, and then if I feel like I need to lose some more fat, then I will do that. But otherwise I may just call that the new goal. But outside of that, I have a goal of doing the Bataan Death March. When I originally started losing weight I started on February 15th of 2024. I was 425, and as like a final dead set goal, I had weight loss goals and everything, but one of my final dead set goals was to have some culmination exercise that I can do to kind of push myself to the breaking point, and something that I knew would be difficult to achieve, but was also time bound. That's the thing with SMART goals is that they have to be specific, measurable, attainable, and then reasonable and time bound. At the time when I said it, it probably wasn't too reasonable, but I knew by the time that I achieved it, it would be reasonable. And so that's on towards I think the third week in March. So I want to try to lose, if I can, 60 pounds by March. I know that's a hefty goal, but I've done it before. When I was getting ready to join the Army, back when I was 18, and I know it's definitely a lot easier to lose weight back then. But I started out trying to lose weight in June, and then I lost 70 pounds, I think 70 pounds total, by September, and then I ended up signing my contract in October. So I know it's possible, but it's a little bit of a stretch. The goal is to try to lose as much as possible, because the more weight I lose, the less I have to carry around when I'm doing the march, and that's the goal. I want to make it as easy as possible. A couple weeks ago, I did a test march, and I've been doing like small ones, like 4 to 5 miles, several times a week. But this was a distance one. I planned to get 15 miles. I was only able to get 13 miles. And that was mainly because of my feet, like my back and everything. It still hurt a little bit, but I was still able to do that. The problem was, I think the boots that I was wearing, they were too constricting on my toes. And so that was causing problems with my nails, which was, then making it much harder to walk. So I had moleskin on and everything, and I did end up like wrapping my toes, but I think the damage was already done after I started feeling it. So I have another pair of shoes. Those were boots that I was wearing, so I have another pair of shoes that I'm going to try. So hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier. So this weekend I'm planning to do another test, I guess March, max out to see how far I can go. But this time I'm going to do it with tennis shoes and shorts and just see how it feels. So that's my goal. I wanted to give everybody an update. I still eat carnivore. I found a protein powder from Ketogenics. It's high protein, low carb, no carb actually, and that's why I ended up going with it. It's a little bit more expensive. It's considerably more expensive, but when I went to CVS and places like that, like I could find places on the shelf where that stuff should have been. Like I think CVS, I found a spot on the shelf where they have the zero carb protein powder, but every time I went, it was never in stock. So I just ordered the chocolate one from Ketogenics, and I usually do 3 scoops of that, and heavy whipping cream works as well. So that's zero carb. So it does have a few calories, but I usually do like 6 ounces of that, and then fill the rest in with water and blend that up in some ice and blend that up in a blender. It's a nice little snack in there. And then I like to eat the Praise beef sticks. They're zero carb, but they're also really low calorie. So you can get at HEB here in Texas, we have they have the 4 ounce pack, which is 5 sticks, and it's usually 200 calories for that whole package. And so that's really good. That fills me up. I ended up ordering a bunch directly from them, so those are supposed to come in today. And that's ordering it in bulk. I got it basically 50% off of what it is in the store. So if they're still the same and don't have added calories or anything, then I'm probably just gonna do it that way, versus having to pay $7 for a 4 ounce pack in the store, because that's a little bit hard on the budget. But yeah, outside of that, I eat peanut butter. I'll have the Skippy no sugar added. It's like 4 grams per 2 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons or tablespoons, I can't remember, of peanut butter. So if I need like a semi-sweet snack, I can take a spoonful or 2 of that, and that'll kind of ease that. And then pork rinds, they have the HEB brand pork rinds, and I'll eat those as a snack every once in a while. And then drink a lot of water. I do drink some no sugar added sodas every once in a while, but I try to keep those to just a few a day. So I mean, that's how I've pretty much maintained. If I eat pretty much the same diet, and as long as I'm getting above, from what I've seen, as long as I get above 4,000 or 5,000 steps, which sometimes is hard to do in an office setting, then I usually end up losing a little bit of weight that day. So in the office setting, I just try to make it a habit that, I've got my watch set to notify me whenever I am, stagnant for the hour, and then I'll get up and I'll take the long way to the bathroom, and I'll go use the bathroom, or I'll go get a cup of water or something like that. Just something to justify doing the lap. And if I do a lap around the office, that's like 400 or 500 steps. So that's usually been working pretty well. So that's my goal for the new year, to try to lose 60 pounds is probably pushing it, but maybe 30 to 40 pounds, so that I can do that. The Bataan Death March, I am doing the civilian heavy, so that's a 35-pound rucksack, and I've been training with the 65-pound rucksack. So the idea being that if I end up going long, or if I end up having a heavier pack when I go to actually do it with a lighter pack, it should be a little bit easier. But I think this weekend I'm going to try it just at 35 pounds and see how that feels, and if it makes a difference on my feet. Also, I as part of my ADHD, I have a problem doing like the same routes over and over again. It gets extremely boring really fast. So I'm probably going to have to plan out another route that doesn't take me across the same way, because overlapping the same areas, I'll get bored really quick, especially because I can remember exactly what's coming, and so I start psyching myself out. So probably I like to do down here down in San Antonio, I like to do the Salado Creek Trail. It's pretty long altogether. I want to say it's like the trail itself is like 22 miles or something like that. But it connects to other trails and other parks. So there's a bunch of parks in San Antonio. So you could probably, if you went from one park to another, it would be probably 40 to 60 miles altogether, using like the smaller connecting trails. But I've never done them all, but I've done like bits and pieces of each one. So so that's my goal. That's an update about me. I'm going to try to post videos as often as I can. Hopefully a few times a week. If I can get to every day, I'll try to do that, and keep you posted with my weight. I do weigh in every day, and that's mainly just so I can see what the ups and downs are. I know some people like to do it weekly, some people like to do it monthly. I prefer to do it daily. That way I can catch if something I'm eating is causing my weight to go up. I can catch it when it happens, and adjust my diet accordingly. So still doing experiments to kind of see what works, but as far as like hunger cravings and things like that, I don't really have that. So pretty good. But that's a little bit of update about me. If you like the video, please subscribe. I'd like or comment, or let me know what you think or what you want to see. I'm going to try to do an update video from my march this weekend, and just kind of show what the trail's like and what I'm working with. But until next time.